Okay, I'm back with kind of a standalone video here. I wanted to show one specific thing. So I just got the TourBox Neo to control things, and it's great, except for kind of a showstopper. You can only control one app at a time with it. In other words, if you've got an app in the front, you can't send commands to an app in the background, which is like if you switch apps, then it will work fine. But I need to be able to control OBS while I'm watching the IINA video player. So I figured out a way to do it. It was not straightforward. It was kind of complicated, actually. So I wanted to document that here. So if you run into the same problem, you can fix it pretty easily. This is on the Mac. I'm running 10.14, the latest versions of all the software. So you're going to need, obviously, the TourBox Neo, where you're not going to be running into this problem. And you also need to install BetterTouchTool. So step one on this, let me swap views. Let me hide this. That's ugly. Okay, here we go. So the first step. Now initially I created controls for IINA. That does not work. You have to set up all the controls global, and then you link it. It's not going to let me do it now. Dirt. Okay. Well, you link it to global. In other words, when you given the list of apps, you say global. Do that. Set up all the commands that you want to use for both apps. Obviously, they can't be the same controls for both apps. Then you go into BetterTouchTool. You take the same control and you map it as a keyboard shortcut. So for example, I wanted to be able to hit Command 1, which I mapped. So if we go into TourBox, you can see down here C1 and C2. Those two buttons I mapped for Command 1 and Command 2, which are OBS controls for setting my scenes. I'm not going to go into all that. You can figure out how to set a scene. Oh my lord. Okay. I came in here, I set up a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to scroll through all that. All the stuff down here is just set as the default. On this, you want to send shortcut to specific app. You send it to OBS. You do not need to turn on bring app to front before sending. You have to map this twice, once for each one. That was the key. It was a matter of having it configured here. Initially, I set it up under generic devices. That didn't work. I had to set it up as keyboard shortcuts, which is really all the TourBox is doing, is issuing keyboard shortcuts. And then map them as global in here. And then don't click on any of these other presets. You've got to turn off auto switch. And if you have all that stuff turned on, then you can use it to control multiple apps. So I hope this is helpful to you. Took me hours to figure this out, and I'm a tech guy. So hopefully I saved you a lot of heartache and hassle. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.